I'm going to show you the contents of this box. This is that one. This is my daughter's one of my daughter's Christmas presents. She's getting more into her sewing. She currently has a much more basic John Lewis machine, and she struggles with the speed on it. She struggles with controlling the speed to the foot pedal. This one has a speed limiter on it. Now, I've never had one of these FS40s before. They are a very popular machine, and they should be very good because they're brother. All my higher end machines are brothers. But let's see, what do we get in this Brother FS40 box? Let's have a look. Obviously, the first thing is that will be the cover. We've got a power cable. Here is the machine itself. Oh no, this is a piece of cardboard. It's not what I was expecting. This bit here, this I think will be the extension table. Yeah, that's the extension table. Pop that over there. Oh, it's fine. Accessories bag. We've got in there, what have we got? We've got some bobbins, buttonhole foot, stitching, no, what's that one? Stitching a ditch, I think. Got the manual button sewing, on a applique, white zigzag, overcasting, zip foot. Wow, unusual these days, a separate seam ripper and brush. So, and the spare needles. Oh, and that's a different type of screwdriver. No, it's got a separate seam ripper and brush. That is not a seam ripper I'd ever recommend, but that's another story. Oh, what we got down here? This will be a manual. Now we've got the machine itself. Oh, do you know what the first thing that struck me as I pulled that out of the box? Because it's a brother, I'm thinking, oh, brother, I'm thinking it's going to be like mine. Mine weighs an absolute ton. This, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, no weight to it at all. It's a lovely machine. Over plastic. It's an air of foam. In case anybody's wondering why I would be opening my daughter's, she is autistic and struggles with anything changing new. She doesn't want to do the initial checking it all over and setting it up. She's actually asked me to do this part, and then she can just get on with sewing with it. But another piece of cardboard we don't need. Get rid of all these bits we don't need to down there. Get out of its plastic bag. Oh, there's its handle, its lifting handle. So I can sit down now. You can see my face now. So, this is the bit we're going to look at first, just here. Because this is the panel with all the stitches on. This is the important bit, especially for a learner. She hasn't got to worry about getting something else out. Some of them come with a separate card that clips on or you sit to the side. Some of them you need a manual, a book. But with this one, all the stitches are there on the front. You do not need to worry about anything separate. It's all there. This is the all-important stitch speed limiter. And when it's up there, when you put the pedal down, speed will be controlled exactly the same as any other machine. The further down you press that, the faster the machine will go. Nice and slowly, super fast. But that can be difficult to control, especially when you're learning. This bit here means that that one, when it's to that side, so I'm working backwards here, when you push the foot all the way down, it goes at full speed. If you look that down to there, no matter how far down that foot is, this machine only goes very slowly. And that's what's important for some learners. If you can't master that or if you're just nervous like she is. We've got under here, we've got all sorts of bits stuck on under here. I'm going to have to turn it back to get to this bit. Turn it back and see what I'm doing. Let's take that blue tape off. We have here the quick reference guide. The manual will very likely be online somewhere. Let's get that's a quick reference guide. Under the foot here, okay. There's the foot lever. What's that tucked into at the front? It's just taped on at the front, I think. I'm going to have to turn it around again so I can see. Peel the tape off the front. Yeah. And there you can see, just lift up the foot. Take that out. It has on it already the standard zigzag foot. It's got the standard. It'll take all universal clip-on type feet. But unlike some of the very cheap machines, oops, I can't get it to line up from behind. Turn on sideways. Is it on there? Yes, on there. It has the removable shank. This is something to watch for in a machine. Some of the very cheap ones, the shank, it goes straight down and it's all in one. That's a removable ankle, so you can change it. We have a piece of paper. Get rid of this tape. Where does this piece of tape go? Here it goes. Round there and up there. That piece of tape off. There is another piece of tape here. This piece of tape is holding the needle threader up. This is the needle threader. I'm not quite sure where the foot is at the moment, but you can see it's there. So when we're using it, I'll show you that. And that bit goes under there. Under that. Take that piece of tape off. Well, it feels like a nice machine. I like the machines now. They're all nice and smooth and curvy. Like me, curvy. Okay. This is fun. It doesn't have... yeah. So it doesn't have an actual accessories box as such. That doesn't close as far as I can see. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep something with it to keep all your feet and things in. Because that's for your free arm sewing, your sleeves and trouser legs and smaller bits. And that just stops me off, but it doesn't have any kind of front on it. So you could probably pop things in there, but they're likely to fall off as you pull it off. Pull that as you pull it off. So you will need to buy yourself a little box to keep all your bits in, unless you're just going to keep them in a bag. It does have drop feed at the back. However, because all of them have feed dogs. You can't see it now. Feed dogs are now down. One thing I will point out, if you bring your feed dogs down and you push them back up, you probably didn't hear it. They do not come back up. They will not come back up until you start sewing. So do not panic if you put your feed dogs down, then you bring them back up and they don't come up. So that's it. Bobbin winder. What switches have we got on the front? That's your reverse sewing stitch. So if you secure the stitches front and bottom, that's your needle up down. That's your automatic stitching button. So if you wanted to run it without using a foot pedal, you can use that one. Thing is, if you use that one, you have got to be able to turn it on and off. If you need to use both hands down here, that's not very practical. The foot is more practical. But they're all things we can go through later as we get into actual sewing. I think it's a lovely little machine. It's currently about £250 in Argos. There are higher versions of it, like the FS40, a little bit more pricey. It has a few more stitches, and then you start to get up into the ones that have a separate. They have so many stitches; they're not all on here. They have separate things. So control your stitches. This is here. It's not on at the moment because it's not plugged in. But when I plug it in, assuming it works, I should plug it in, shouldn't I? Those will come on, and they will show us. Let's just plug it in to make sure it's working. They will be how we change the speed, change the lengths and width of the various stitches. That's another thing with your very, very basic machines. I will do a review on a very basic one. I have got one. You don't have that speed, width, stitch, width and length control. You have one. A slightly higher machine, you don't need to go all the way up to this though to get stitch width and length. I would say never buy the Brother LS14, for instance. It is a very nice little machine, and if it's all you can afford, then go for it. It is fine, but if you can afford the extra, then pay the extra to get the full stitch width and length control. There we go. We have an on-off button, and if I press this button, this should have light up. Whee! It works. I like under here has come on. I really imagine on this one it's an LED. I haven't checked. LEDs do not heat up like the old bulbs do. In theory though, when they go. So it's harder to replace. But touch wood, they last for a very long time. But hopefully you can see now on there, there's reflections. What's it reflecting? It's reflecting itself, isn't it? Can you see enough there? Look, you see the numbers. And as we go up and down here, we're selecting different stitches. Yep. As you do this with the machine, always make sure your needle's out, because on some of them, is this one? Yep, this one it is happening. Look, as you change the stitches, the needle moves. So if it's down in fabric, that can be a problem. And these buttons here change Steve are your width and length. Doesn't like it because whatever stitch I've selected there doesn't have that setting, and I don't know what it is because I can't read it from here. But again, this is something you're able to see better when I'm showing you. It's got no threads, no needles. It should be working fine. I have not put the foot on. Let's get the foot out. Get the foot out. We've added the foot. So now I can show you what that speed control button does. Right, watch the needle. Speed control is right down there. That's because of the stitches. Let me just shut it back to a straight stitch. Actually, because I can't see it, I'm just going to go off and on again. That will set it all back to 0. Foot's up. Lesson number 1. Total amateur mistake there, look. You see? Now this is the foot. Now even fully down, that is as fast as it's going to go. So I put it all the way up to the top and I put the foot. You can see this. So this means that for beginners, learners, nervous sewers, autistic kids like my daughter, you can find a speed at which they're comfortable, and it doesn't matter how hard they hit that pedal, the machine is never going to go faster than that speed. That is a brilliant little gadget. That is well worth, but the difference in that so many things with machines, the fancy needle threaders, the speed limiters, they don't exist on your basic level machines. Yet they are very valuable tools for your beginners. So as a beginner, if you can afford to go to the £250 bracket and buy one that's got them, it is well worth it. You just learn to ignore all these extra stitches that you don't need. My daughter will. She will just use zigzag and straight stitch. Might do a buttonhole or 2, they're down here, until she is comfortable. Then we will worry about taking her to the rest, but she's capable of ignoring them. Right, so next time I turn the video on, I will actually have it all threaded up and I will be sewing with it. That's it, Brother FS40. Well worth every penny.